Morning guys, I am doing my healthy kitchen makeover today, and people had asked me for some tips, so I'm going to give you 4 quick tips on how to make your kitchen healthier. What is a kitchen makeover? A kitchen makeover gets rid of all the junk, all the processed food in your kitchen, and it enables you to jump into your kitchen and have things ready to go that are good, healthy, and all wonderful for you. So I'm going to give you some tips to kind of think about, write down, and we're going to be having a healthy kitchen makeover today at 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock, and I still have 4 spots open. So first of all, a kitchen makeover is going to help you stay on track, and a lot of women have a hard time staying on track during the holidays and first of the year. So you make your New Year's resolutions to exercise and to eat healthy and to get organized. Well, Kate Freeman is doing the organization part for me today. So she is an organization specialist. So I'm going to be teaching you the healthy kitchen makeover tips as far as the food and nutrition, and then Kate's going to teach you how to organize it and make your life so much less stressful. She's helped me so much streamline everything because I know how to eat healthy, which I'm going to help you guys with, but organization, I was all over the place, so it really helps me to know how to organize. So what we're going to be doing today is just talking about how you start that process. And I'm going to be giving you just a few tips right now on things to switch over. For instance, if you still have canola oil in your pantry, you want to switch that over to something healthier. And this would be a good option. This is coconut oil, and you want to get the organic kind. You can get any kind that's organic, but canola oil, we really shouldn't be cooking with your canola oil. And so I'm going to be giving you a lot of substitutions for that today. For you have this, and what's the healthier option to do that or use that. Something I recommend everybody keep is apple cider vinegar, and you want to get the kind that has the mother in it. And the mother is that little thing at the bottom, right? A lot of people drink kombucha that has a mother in there. So apple cider vinegar is great for so many things. You can clean with it. It also is wonderful for your digestive system. I put it in my lemon water every morning, which I just had, right, in my lemon water. So you definitely want to have coconut oil in your pantry. Take out your canola oil. You also want to have your apple cider vinegar, and then you also want to write down like all the reasons why you can't do this, and then with the reasons why you can. So some of the excuses that I get are, oh, my kids have to have these things in the pantry. They love Oreos, they love Cheetos. Okay, well, you have to have that. You're going to put that in a separate place where your family is going to get that, but your family really doesn't need Oreos or Cheetos, sorry. But there are great substitutions for Oreos, for Cheetos, for Doritos, and I'm going to give you those this afternoon. So what you want to do is you want to make a list of what you have and then make a substitution. So that's what I'm going to have them do today. They're going to bring a picture of their pantry and their refrigerator. I am not going to look at that. It's for them to look at. So if you'll take a picture of it, and then you can kind of go to the grocery store and go, okay, well, my pantry right now has canola oil, white flour, processed sugar. I'm flipping over the back of the labels, and I'm seeing that it has enriched. We don't want to have anything in our pantry that says enriched or hydrogenated. And so then we want to look, okay, so these are some substitutions that we can have. And so you're just going to slowly get rid of the things that you have in your pantry, or I'm going to recommend you just take them and chunk them and go to the grocery store and replace them. And then if you need to learn how to cook with coconut oil versus canola, I have a cooking class coming up on February 25th, but it's really super simple. You basically just substitute the canola oil for the coconut oil. So vegetables are going to taste delicious, and I'm just talking about coconut oil right now. Bragg's apple cider vinegar, using that in the first thing in the morning, or adding it to your cleaning supplies, things like that. Getting rid of your Oreos and your cookies and replacing that with a healthier option. I can give you recipes on things to make at home that are better for you. So I would recommend you do those things, but try to get rid of the excuses. Get rid of the soda, the flour, white flour. Replace that with a lot of different options. So you have buckwheat flour, almond flour, whole wheat flour. So if you don't eat gluten like I do, I don't have anything whole wheat in my pantry, but if I could eat gluten, I would have whole grains. Brown rice versus white rices. So just those little substitutions that you make in your kitchen will make a big difference. Of course, you want to go ahead, when you go to the grocery store, you want to chop up all the veggies that you have, and if you really don't have time, then buy the pre-chopped ones. Put them in containers at eye level, and then you will have that ready to go. So I'm going to give today some really good options for ready to go snacks. I'm going to give everybody the options of what they have now and then what you're going to substitute for that. And then it's going to make your life so much easier because organization is huge, right? So if you don't really know what an unhealthy food is, basically an unhealthy food is anything that's processed. So if it comes in a box and it has a shelf life and there's added sugar and it's not grown, it pretty much, or like it has added MSG, it's probably going to be processed and your body really doesn't need it. So I teach a program where you don't really count calories, you just eat real food, and that you'll probably hear every nutritionist and health coach in the nation say that. It's not rocket science. It really is getting rid of the junk at your house and putting those good things in there, so if it's not there, you can't eat it, right? So again, so those of you who just came on, I was going to recommend you get coconut oil instead of a lot of your oils. You can still cook with olive oil. I still have olive oil in here, and what I do is I keep it in just a container like this so I can just pour it on. Something else, I was just sitting here thinking that I keep Kerrygold butter, which is delicious. And a lot of women say, oh my gosh, you can cook with butter? Yes, real butter, not margarine. So if you have time or you want to brave the ice today, guys, it's from 1 to 3. And Kate's going to be phenomenal on just the organizational part. I ain't helping you with that. But what I will do is help you with all the nutrition tips to make your kitchen delicious and lovely. And if anybody has any questions, I'll hang out here for a second about, steps to take. I'm going to be giving everybody just a lot of handouts. Let me see if I have them right here. So just some things you can ask yourself if you're not able to come today. I'm going to have them go through their pantry, looking at their pictures at their phone, and then I'm going to ask, does this food come in a box, a bag, or a plastic package? So if it does, it probably is not real food. It's probably processed. And does it have more than like 5 or 6 ingredients on there? So go look in your pantry, flip it over, and look at the back and see, first of all, if the first thing says enriched, that means it's just have things added back to it to make it taste delicious and light up your serotonin, right? Light up your brain. So the food industry's really figured out how to make our brains work, and those enriched products taste so much better, but once you start eating real food, everything just tastes delicious and your kids don't need it, right? Another thing is, can you pronounce all the ingredients? So when you flip it over, if it sounds like you're speaking in a different language, you probably don't need to be eating it anyway. And then you're saying, well, but it's so much easier, I don't have time. Well, that's why we're doing this organization today, is that we're going to go ahead and make it where you're going to have time to eat healthy, and all those products are going to be there in your refrigerator. Does it require a little bit of meal prep? It does. So, but you might get 2 or 3 friends together and meal prep once every 2 weeks. You can freeze meals, and Kate's going to talk about where to freeze it, how to freeze it. And something else you can ask about is if the food is perishable. So pretty much healthy food goes bad quickly. Think about that. Healthy food goes bad quickly versus bad food stays on your shelf forever. Kind of like all those aisles in the middle of the grocery store, right? That's where most of your processed food is. When I shop, I spend most of my time on the outside of the grocery store because that's where all your real food is. And if you're spending a whole bunch of time in the middle of your store, then you probably are eating a lot of processed foods, and you probably really need to make a lot of substitutions. So try not to use the excuses, I don't know how to cook with it, because I provide you with those ways. There's plenty of people out there that give you recipes. It's just a matter of taking time to make you a priority and making sure that you have the things in your pantry, your refrigerator ready to go so you're more successful to eat. So I don't see any questions, but guys, if you want to come today, it's at 1 o'clock. I know it's a little bit icy, but Kate and I will be there. And if you want to come, just call the phone number 341-8679, and we can get you signed up to come in. But again, you can do this on your own. You just go in and you make a list of all your foods that are bad and anything unhealthy, which I just explained to you what unhealthy is. And then you're going to make substitutions for that. And then if you don't know how to cook with those substitutions, give me a shout out and I can help you make those substitutions as well. So love to have you come today. The address is 6040 Southwest 33rd. It's right next to Miss Piggy's, and I love Miss Piggy's, but we won't go there. Anyway, so we're going to be there today at 1 o'clock, and I have about 4 spots left if anybody wants to call pretty soon and get that set up. And again, the way you want to do this is ask yourself, does it come in a bag, a box, or a plastic package? Does it have more than a couple of ingredients on the label? Can you pronounce all the ingredients? And is this food perishable? So those are going to be your processed foods. That's going to be your key to say, okay, this is a food I don't need in my house. And don't make the excuse that your husband won't eat healthy food or your kids won't eat healthy food. It really is how you prepare it and getting their taste buds ready. So, I mean, if you have apples sitting out, bananas sitting out, nuts sitting out on your cabinet, just take a second and think about this. What's sitting out on your pantry right now? What's sitting on your kitchen cabinet right now? Do you have a big jar of M&Ms or a big jar of, I don't know, goldfish sitting out? So that's just going to be your grab and go. So just changing that one thing makes a big difference. Make that change from your goldfish or your M&Ms to a whole mixture of almonds and cashews and organic raisins, and then you can just grab and go. At least what you're eating is good food for you. So I got to head out to teach, guys. So you guys have an awesome day. Hope to see more of you guys there at 1 o'clock today. Remember, also when you clean out your pantry, the way you want to know how to do this is to eat fresh first, frozen next, canned third. So the nutritional value is always going to be more with fresh, second with frozen, third with canned. So you guys have an awesome day. Stay warm. Didn't look the ice is too bad. Get your coconut oil.